Good evening, everyone. I hope you all had a green day today, and I would like to recap my AMD trade to show what I was thinking, what I could have done better, and as well to help myself journal. So for those that may have seen, AMD was not on my watch list this morning, but when nothing is setting up on my watch list, AMD is a ticker that I like to go to because I find that on most days it trades pretty cleanly. So you could see in this part of the day that AMD was selling off, and when I saw it was selling off, I looked to the level 2 to kind of see where it might sell off to, and I saw AMD had some nice bids kind of tiered like this around this area, and as you could see, it absorbed those bids here, here, and here. Now, after this candle here where it absorbed the rest of the bids, there were no more bids or large bids in this area or below, so I took that as the bottom. So at the break of this candle is where I went long at 80, 50, or 80, 85 with a stop loss. I believe I gave myself 5 cents below the low of day. For those interested, my risk I was risking here was 33 cents. And moving on to my first partial here, there was not a large ask, but a sizable ask on the level 2 on the 9 EMA on the 5-minute chart, so I jumped in front of it here. I took 50% off here. Looking back, I definitely should have taken maybe 25%, not as large of a partial. I took 50% off because I wanted to move my stop loss to break even. Moving on to my next partial, you could see that with pretty much all my partials, I kind of used the level 2 and daily levels or moving averages. So on this daily level here, there was a nice ask on the level 2, and I jumped in front of it. Next partial was jumping in front of a ask that was at VWAP. This partial here, I jumped in front of an ask on the level 2 again. I held, it pulled back to this daily level where it came back through VWAP. Rather than taking a partial at the 200 SMA, I was running pretty low in shares, so I took it at where there was a nice ask on the level 2 here, as well as here, and right before an ask at this daily level, jumped in front of it here. Now at this point, I was super low in shares, quite literally. I believe I had 1 share left here, and there was a nice ask up here above the daily level, so I exited there. So yeah, that was my trade on AMD. For anyone interested, I post my watch list, as I say, every morning on StockTwits. Here is my profile, and I will be back this week with more recaps.